Hello there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures, and Christmas has arrived in my craft room. I'm getting it quite excited now. I'm actually filming this in the middle of October. I've just had a beautiful autumn walk with my husband in the sunshine, which has been glorious. But by the time this airs, it'll be beginning of November and probably getting quite chilly. And I thought it would be time to start working on my Christmas journal. And I don't normally start as early as this. This is exceptionally early for me to start working on anything Christmassy. But I've caught the bug from all the other YouTubers doing Christmas stuff, so I thought I'm going to make a start. And I thought it'd be quite nice, perhaps, for the first video, to do a flip through of my journal from last year, because it's the first journal I've ever made and completed and filled. And look at it; it's all stuffed and completed, and I was really pleased with it. So I thought I'd have a little flip through with that and show you that. And if I have any time at the end, I might show you some of the bits I've got left over from last year that I'll be using for this year's journal. So let's just dive in. I haven't actually looked at this for ages, so it'd be quite nice just to revisit it. So I've just got it wrapped up in a piece of gold ribbon, which I'll just take off. I don't think it's attached. Oh, it's just wrapped around the spine there. So all I've done for the cover, this is actually a scarf I picked up at a vintage fair I went to. It was the first time I'd ever been to a vintage fair. And I saw this, and I don't know if it's meant to be Christmassy, but it's got a sparkle in it. I'm hoping that comes over on camera. It's all got this sort of golden, like a kind of sparkly thread running through it. And I just saw it and I thought, Christmas journal. That's my cover. So that's what I've used. And then I've just done a bit of lace. And this is just cut from a Christmas card. I think it's probably one from last year. It's not an old one, but I just love that image of Santa. And I thought it just went really nicely on the front of my journal. And Santa's journal, I think that was probably cut out of possibly a digital, or I'm not sure where that came from, but I just thought that just finished it off. So that's my start. And I've used a whole load of different digital kits. I think I counted up, I actually bought 7 Christmas digital kits last year. I couldn't stop buying them. I just kept seeing more and more that I liked. And most of them are featured either as pages or on the ephemera. So this one, I love this kit. This was my favourite kit, I think, of the lot. This was by Antique Papery. It's their Christmas kit last year. Don't know I haven't looked to see what they're doing this year. But it's this one that's got Santa on, and it's got lovely colours in it. So I just put Christmas 2019. It's not a December daily. I did December daily a few years ago, a couple of times. I think 2015, 2016, and I did that as more a part of my scrapbooking. And I think there are videos of flip through, certainly of one of them. But for me, Christmas starts in November quite often, and it certainly did last year. And I didn't want to miss out the things that we did before December to celebrate Christmas or to work towards Christmas. And doing it every day, there's not something going on every day. So I think I've got quite enough in there, just doing the things that we actually did, rather than trying to manufacture things that on days when nothing happened. So to me, it's just about Christmas rather than about December, doing something every day in December. So that's the start. So we actually, right at the beginning of November, we went to a toy shop with our daughter and her little one, our little granddaughter there. And she was, actually, no, I think they went, no, that's right, they sent us these pictures. They went to the toy shop and sent us the pictures. So that for them is when they started Christmas. So I've included pictures we got sent, as well as things that we took part in. And then I just did a corner tuck here and wrote about their trip to the toy shop, because she was just about old enough to kind of really take an interest in everything last year. I think she should have been coming up for about 20 months. She was about 18 months in this. So then I went Christmas shopping with my daughter, my younger daughter, and this is us doing our Christmas shopping. And that was one of the things we do every year. Well, not every year, but quite a lot. We love going Christmas shopping together. There's a pocket here. There's a tag and a journaling card, just a few bits I wrote about the day, what we did, and that was a fun day out. And all of this journal, I basically made the ephemera as I went along. Some of it I got ideas usually from Pam at the Paper Outpost for the pockets, and some of them I just made up myself just as I went along. So I didn't prepare anything in advance apart from putting the papers together, but I then just did it as I went along. Did a bit of stamping and put a bit of glitter on there. What else? Just a few bits and pieces. This is a little mini fabric flip with the date on it, because I got the date out of order. This was the 26th of November, and then I'd forgotten to put this one in, which was on the 17th. This is when we went to a place where they, one of these big barns where they sell, or they do make it over for Christmas, and they sell Christmas trees and Christmas lights and decorations. And so we went there with our little granddaughter and my daughter and her partner, and she had a lovely time looking at all the lights and cuddling all the toys. Don't know if you can see that. She was cuddling the toys there. And I just did a flip up and wrote about it there. And this is a Christmas tree cut out of a Christmas card. And I just popped some things behind there, a picture of my daughter, and another little journaling card, which I think opens that way. That's it. And a couple of more pictures, a bit of writing. So I just created journaling cards and journaling spots as I went along, according to what I needed, really. I've never actually done anything where I've prepared it first and then used it. This could be interesting this year, because I've always just done it almost custom as I went along. I think this is a bit of scrapbooking paper that I've used here. There's a bit of one of my Lacy Digitals. I'm just trying to work out what I've used here. So I think that's, I'll try and point out the papers if they're different to what I've already said, which is most of them are the antique papery ones so far, or a bit of Christmas scrapbook paper. We're now into December. This was a little flip out that I just tucked behind here, and I wrote about this was a meal, a WI meal that I went on with a friend, and this is where I wrote about it. Journaling card, wrote on the back there, made a pocket, and there's lots of little bits of fabric in here. There's a bit of fabric behind here. I really enjoyed just using the fabrics as part of my backing. So there's another little bit of fabric here. What's this? This is more the antique papery. This is our little Alyssa, all ready for her Christmas at nursery, dressed as an elf, and just wrote about that there. Don't know if this flips out, does it? No, it doesn't flip out. It's just a picture of her in her elf outfit. And I just used one of the, I think this was a piece of scrapbooking paper, and just put out Christmas elf there, little mini cluster, and the Christmas tree, our Christmas tree, which we put together. And I think I wrote about it here when we put up the decorations in the middle of December. And then, so I wrote about putting up the decorations. And then we had, that's right, we had my sister and her husband and my daughter and her boyfriend for a meal. So that's this one. And a little journaling card again, just to talk about the day. Corner tuck. And I used other digital kits for the ephemera. So this one I think is the Crafty Cat's Christmas kit from last year. I used a lot of that. Jingle Bells. Now I think this one is from Victoria Designs. I think this kit here. Whoops. Oh no, it's not stuck. Yeah, I think that was Victoria Designs. I think I'll try and do a link to all the Etsy shops that I used last year at the end of this video, if I remember, or if I can work out how to connect them. There is one kit that I use, which is by Romantica Arts, and I don't think Romantica Arts are on Etsy anymore, so I might not be able to include that. Okay, so then I've got a belly band here, which is made of, it's all fabric, and a bit of rickrack, a bit of lace, and popped in there a little double journaling card. And this was a meal with some friends. In fact, this is my friend I'm making the sewing journal for. And they came and we went out for a lovely Indian meal last December. It was just before Christmas, actually, the 20th. So this was us having our meal. And I wrote that up there. More scrapbooking paper. And then the weekend before Christmas, we actually went to my eldest daughter's because they were going to the other parents for Christmas itself. So we went to her house on the day, the weekend before. So I'm just wrote about it here. Again, this is another from a Christmas card. It's quite handy having Christmas cards with it because they're nice, thick card, and I just punched out a circle with my scallop punch and used that as a tuck and put the date here. Oh, that's just a little piece of ephemera, and I used this as a journaling card and to write about what we were doing there. This was their Christmas tree, and this was a napkin that I used to decorate the page and some stenciling. And yep, I think that's a little paper clip or just a little fabric tuck thing just to decorate the page. And then I made a little pocket here, and I tucked in some pictures of Alyssa with some of her presents, and that's just popped in here. And then I listed some of them here. Well, it says it's a journaling card I had, and it said Dear Santa, so I listed some of the things that she had. And there's another. This is one of Pam's pockets that she makes. So I made, and also these. She made this is one of hers as well. Her little teeny weeny tags. I enjoyed making those. So I've just tucked in a load of some photos. This is my daughter and her boyfriend, because they also were there as well. This is the journaling card, just to say what we were doing. Some pictures go into all these little various pockets, trying to tuck them all back in again to find out how they went. That goes in there, that goes in there. There we go. And then I need another of Pam's pockets here with loads of photos of Lissy opening her presents, and just little. I used the little these little teeny tiny tags of Pam's just to say what she was doing. So, well, to give a little mini explanation of each of the photographs. So just pop those in there. There's a whole load of pictures with their accompanying tags in there and there, all the way up. So yeah, so that was just Lissy opening her presents. I've stenciled all around here. And this is my daughter in her onesie that I bought her. And I believe it's a flip up. There we go, little flip up, and just a picture of my two daughters having a hug, because they do that a lot. They're really, really best friends. So they were having a hug on the sofa, so I took a picture. And so that's popped in behind this little pocket. Does that go in the pocket? I think that goes in the pocket. So that's a tag, a bit more writing on the back of the tag, and another photo. And I popped this behind here. This was a less successful pocket that I made, that I made up, put together, and it didn't work very well because they keep falling out. It wasn't very good. Won't do that again. But I haven't remade it. Again, it's more pictures of Alyssa opening all her presents, and a little journaling card to explain what we were doing. So I just took a piece of card and did slits, and I thought I'd just pop things in, but they didn't really work very well. I mean, they're there, but they're not. It's not brilliant anyway, so I won't do that again. So that's that one. This is a flip out of her with her new cot that we bought her. And then another belly band, and this one, I like this one. I can't remember, I think this might have been a Gail. I can't remember whose idea this was. But this is an envelope that opens. I've forgotten about this, I'll have to make another one of these. And it just flips down like this. You can see that. So there was pictures of Alyssa with my husband, just playing with her. This was meant to be a little cot for her dollies, but of course, Alyssa being Alyssa, she got in it and stayed in it for ages, playing with her toys, and she loved it. So, and it's all been decorated with this beautiful kit that I had. This is from Allure Books Crafts, this one, with these little bunnies, and it's just a really, really pretty soft kit in sort of shades of gold, soft golds and a little bit of red. It was really pretty. So I decorated the whole of this, and there's more of it. It goes up, and then there's just decorated the back. So the whole thing gets decorated, and the flap and everything. And then all you do is cut a slit. All I did was cut a slit, I think. I'm not sure whose that was that made it first of all. I saw it and I just thought, well, I like that. So anyway, that's my flip out envelope, and it tucks behind here. All right, and then there's some pictures of me with my baby when we were, this was still at Jenny's. Yeah, we were just did a little booklet, tucked a couple of pictures in here. I think I bought her a chocolate Father Christmas, and she really enjoyed it. She got it all over her face. Bless her. There we go. And then there's just a little tag here, just to talk about what we did. So, each of the photos, or each bit has an accompanying journaling area. And again, using, I think this is still can't remember which kit this is from, but there's some Crafty Cat, I think I've mentioned Crafty Cat, using her kits also for some of the ephemera. So it's a combination of everything, and this is a bit of Crafty Cat here on this pocket. This is my fabric flip, and under here it says Christmas Day. And this is Lissy on Christmas Day, and she's at her other nan and granddad's. So we've got sent lots of nice little pictures. So that's the ones that will go in here, as the ones we got sent from Christmas Day. And so this is Christmas Day here. And for the first time ever, it's just been the two of us. So we had a leisurely day. It was quite nice. I missed the girls though. It wasn't the same without the girls, but we made the most of it. And we had a really nice breakfast and took photographs of everything that we did, and we went. I dressed in my Santa outfit. I do have a Santa onesie, and so I took a picture and sent it to my friend, and she sent me back a picture of herself. So I wrote about that. Not sure what. Oh, this, I think I've covered this page with some napkin. That's what that is. Those sort of gold Christmassy napkins. I just covered the whole page in the napkin and put a bit of lace on it. This is more from the Victoria Designs kit, I believe. This one. That was a nice kit. So that's the one I used for that one. And again, this as well. It's really lovely. So then I just wrote about our day, how we went for a walk in the sunshine. It was a lovely, quite a nice sunny day. And few little sayings and bits and pieces. A lot of these bits I've cut out from anything I had, really. Old Christmas cards. I had a few bits from Tim Holtz that I used. A few bits and pieces here and there just tucked in. This has got a bit stuck. Oh no! Something's got stuck here. Well, it's a bit of washi, I think, that's come. Oh, hang on. Oh, there we are. Oh, I see. That's what's happened. Okay. So then we got pictures from my both daughters sent us pictures of their day. So this is my eldest with her little darling there, and that was her having her Christmas lunch, and there's just another picture here. So that was them with his parents, and then they were with his parents, and that was the picture they sent us from their Christmas Day. So that was quite nice. And then on the 26th, which is our Boxing Day, everybody came to us, and we had a house full. And this is my daughter looking at the presents under the tree and getting all excited. So was it Christmas Day? Or was it Boxing? Or perhaps they were the ones. They came on Boxing Day. I'm not sure everybody else did. Let's see. Got the 27th here. This is one of Pam's, I don't know what she called it, flippy-uppy things. So that flips up. So that's flipped up, and there's them writing. And Jenny came today, and with Alyssa and Gary, and we all had a lovely lunch together. So this was the day when the whole family got together on this day. So it was a double. I don't know what she called it. It's in her Using Book Page series. So it flips up once and for the journaling, and it flips up the second time, and I just backed it and put photos on it. That's that. And then this is another one, the same idea, but long ways rather than flipping up, it flips sideways. So that goes like that for journaling, and then another page opens for some photos, and again for more photos. This is when they were all here with us. So that's all on the 27th, and this is now the 29th, and another, oh, this one flips out this way. Oh, this is when I went to visit the cemetery where my parents are on the 29th. Did a little what do you call it, ruffle. Made a little ruffle and stuck it down the side. Whoops, a few dangly bits. And now it's New Year. I'll just take it right up to New Year, and the four of them got together and then sent us a photo of themselves having a good time without us. And that just says Happy New Year, and that's the end of the journal. And there's just a couple of pages left that I didn't get around to using, but as you can see, it's pretty stuffed. So there's a little ruffle. I did a little ruffle there as well. It's a little mini ruffle on that page. Ooh, that's got bent. So that was it. That was my journal from last year. I had loads of fun making it, but I didn't finish it till probably first week of February, I think, because a lot of these pictures I couldn't put in until after Christmas. So a lot of it was very close to Christmas. Most of it, actually, I mean, this is already, more than half of it is from the 20th onwards. So I couldn't actually make the journal until January, really, most of it. But I kept going on it, and I really enjoyed doing it, but I was quite glad to see the back of it by the time February came. So that's it. That's my Christmas journal from last year. Goodness knows what Christmas is going to be like this year. In theory, Jenny and Alyssa and Gary are coming to us for Christmas, but who knows? Things keep changing day by day. We may be all in lockdown by then. I don't know. Sorry, quick slurp. So I'm going to make the journal and see what happens, see what we can do. So I will just pause for a moment and bring over some of the things that I have left over from last year. I think some things I haven't even looked at yet to see what I've got to work with this year. So bear with and I'll be right back. Right then, so I've just pulled out some of my stuff, not absolutely everything, but most of the stuff I'm going to be using from my big box of Christmas goodies that I keep in a cupboard the rest of the year. But I've pulled it all out and so that I can see what I've got and what I can be using. These are the leftover. These are the kits I used last year. These are all the leftovers, the bits I didn't use, but it all got printed off. So there's not much of the antique papery one because I used most of that. But there's still a few bits in here. I think I must have printed some of it more than once. So there's a few bits in here. The Victoria Designs one. So these are the ones I haven't used yet. So I might use some of those this year. I have got a couple of new kits that I'm going to use that I'll show you in another video when I've shown you the new stuff I bought this year. This is just what's left over from last year. Crafty Cats Christmas, Letters to Santa, I think that was called. And there's still quite a bit left over from that. You can see it's all been torn about because I used a lot of that for collaging. Allure Books Craft. So I had, I think, a couple of kits from her, both of which I used. But the one I was talking about, the one I think I used most and I used first, and then I got this other kit from her, is this one. That's some of the bits I haven't used. I think because it didn't print, I cut bits cut off when it got printed, so I've got a few bits left, but it's really, really pretty, this kit. Oops, upside down. See the little squirrel? I love this squirrel. So I think I've printed it sometimes different sizes and things just to see how it came out. Oh, this one's upside down as well. So there we are. It's got a deer there and a little Christmas tree. So yeah, it's really pretty kit. I like that. So I'll probably use some of that again this year. I mean, I can just print off some more. It's just sometimes it's nice to have some new things as well. just to get a bit of variety. Then there's the Romantica Arts kit that I printed, and I've printed on different sizes. I think this is the Etsy shop that is no longer there. I think that's gone, but I'll check that. I used some Shabby Dabby Doodah Christmas, her Christmas kits for some of the ephemera. And this is Vintage by Me. I don't know how much of this I've used. It's not a lot of papers in the kit, but I've got that there if I want to use it for collaging or anything as well. So that's all the digitals. I have also got one of the digital kit from Jen Bishop that's all the ephemera, which I will probably come across and show you, because I've still got quite a lot of that left over, and I can't remember the name of her Etsy shop at the moment, so hopefully it will become apparent when I get to that. I've got some napkins. I did use some napkins last year. I've still got quite a lot left, just a whole selection of napkins, robins, all sorts of, some little ones, some big ones. It's got a whole collection of those, so I may or may not use those. This is my bag of fabric. This is the fabric, all my Christmas fabric so far. These are just the little bits that I had left over, but I think this was mainly one kit that I ordered. I think it came with 10 pieces of fabric plus a few extra bits. So this was the bit left over from the one of the bits from the cover that I used. So this is that sparkly, beautiful sparkly scarf. I've still got quite a lot of it, but this is just a small piece that I had. I thought, put in the bag, I might use it. That's pretty much it. You can see there's some quite nice, loads left. I didn't use really anything like all of it, and I've bought some more now, so I've probably got enough fabric to last me several Christmases. This was a piece, I don't even know where I got this from. It's really pretty. It's red with gold snowflakes on it, so I thought that was lovely. And I used that, I think that was, did I use that for my cover? No, I didn't in the end. Don't know what I used that for, but it's, and I don't know where I got it from, but it was one I happened to have. So that's become part of my kit. Oh, put the little bits back in here. So that's that. What else have I got over here? Alright, so here I've got fabric. I've got washi tapes. This is Christmas washi. And some Christmas ribbons and trims. And I have bought a bit of new lace. I've got some red lace with a bit of gold trim on it. So I've got a few little bits of lace knocking around that will work for Christmas as well. But these are ones that are specifically Christmassy, all red and green and gold, basically. So I've got those. And I have these boxes of all sorts of bits and pieces, really. Most of this is left over from my scrapbooking days, really. Lots of die cuts and all sorts of stuff, and the colours aren't really quite right for the journals that we make, because it's not, you know, not terribly vintagey looking, but they are pretty and I do like them. So I must try and use some of this stuff this year. I really must try and use. So that's a little clip or something, which is a little Christmas tree. Put a bit of ribbon through it. I'll pop that in there. So I've got a whole load of, well, it's mainly die cuts really, I think. Most of this in here. Bits and pieces, stuff I've cut out, or stuff that's come in kits over the years that I just haven't got around to using. So there's that box. I seem to have got an awful lot of this stuff, and it doesn't get any less every year. So I really must try and use some of this. So that's a little box of that. This is more, I think, paper scraps. And I have started doing the DD Farrago Don't Freak Out Before Christmas. Not the challenge as such, because I'm not trying to do it in 15 minutes, which is almost impossible. But I'm making some of her pockets and things. I'll see how far I get. So this stuff might be quite useful when it comes to decorating those. A lot of it's just cut-offs of little, either journaling card type things, or they're bits of some glittery paper. These are things cut from Christmas cards. A variety of bits and pieces. So I think these are all from, a lot of these are just from scrapbooking paper and scraps of that kind of thing. There's that box. And I've got another box. I seem to have an awful lot of stuff. I'm sure everybody's got mountains of Christmas stuff. This is more stickers, I think, and bits of washi and sort of enamel dot type. I mean, there's hardly anything on this. I don't know why I keep all that really. So I need to clear out some of this. And if I don't use it this year, maybe I'll have to go get rid of it, give it away, do something with it. Some of these stickers I can't imagine I'll ever use. So I might have to be a bit brutal this year and really clear some of this stuff out. Okay, so that's those. I think, you know, every year I get this stuff out, have a look at it, and think, no, I'm not, and don't end up using it. So who knows? I might try, but no guarantees. Then there's this box. I'm not even sure what's in this box. I'm quite intrigued about this one. It's obviously stuff that from last year that maybe this maybe is ephemera. Oh, I see. Okay. So this is some Tim Holtz, packets of Tim Holtz. So this is Christmas ephemera, some Christmas words that I printed. I think they might be on labels. I think this is all my Christmas ephemera. I use a few flowers. This is some numbers. You know, presumably if you're doing December daily, but I like to use numbers anyway. You know, number the dates, do the dates. This is some, I think this is a sheet of paper I cut up into, it was all one big sheet, and I cut them all up, and they all had little ovals with little designs on, and I just added some stickles and sparkled them up a bit, and they make, you cut round the oval and it makes nice little, just a little decoration. So I'll put those in a bag. What else have I got? A few hearts, some Christmas buttons. These are some of the things I cut out of kits. So this is the Shabby Dabby Doodahs ephemera. And Dreams Etc. There we go. I knew it'd be in here somewhere. My Dreams Etc. Ephemera, the easy cuts. So these are the ones I didn't use. I used quite a lot of them, but these are the ones I cut up and didn't use. There's a little cluster that I made, sort of Christmassy. I think these are also from Dreams Etc. These are bigger pieces. What I've got here. This looks Tim Holtzy as well. Oh, here we go. Tim Holtz Christmas snippets. This is some tags, some bits and pieces, I think, from a kit that I had. Oh, some Christmas stamps. Oh, got quite a collection here. These are the sort of stamps and things that I made. What's this? Oh, a few more die-cut tickety things that were from a scrapbooking paper, I think. And last of all, oops. Oh, I think this was from some ephemera, from some scrapbooking ephemera again. A little bit, not quite the right style, but you know, I might do a different style this year. So that's all that stuff. So that's all fun. Kept that all. So these are all my bits of ephemera that I had used last year. Now the question is, can I get it all back in the box? Okay. Back in. So sometimes it's nice to you know, see the stuff again that you used last year and see how I get on with it this year. So there we are. So that's that. What else have I got? I think I've got a couple more bits to show you. I've got this pack that I bought, which I've used some of, which is some Tim Holtz old Christmas wallpaper, which is really thick. I was surprised. I just thought it'd be like just ordinary paper, but it's very thick actually. So it's quite not always easy to know how to use it for the best, because it is so thick. Because it's but very sturdy. So you can see I cut it about quite a lot, used quite a lot of it, but loads left of that. And last of all, a few bits of ephemera that I made last year that I didn't get to use. There's not a lot of that. I mean, this is literally all there is of things that I made that I didn't actually get around to using. So a couple of these little, or three these little tiny tags. I love these little tags. I think I just couldn't stop making them because they were so cute. These were one of the things that Pam made. It's one of her using up book page series, and I just love them. Then you just put a little bit of coffee dye paper on the back, and you can write a word or a little message. I just found them quite handy, just as a label to go with the photograph. You could just say what's in the photograph or what the date is. You can use them to put the date or anything. They're handy, tucking in pockets. This was just a journaling card with the months of December, with December on it. This is a little flip out booklet thingy that I made. This is my own design, which I spent ages decorating and then never got around to using. So it just flips all out like that. So there's something for journaling. You can put photographs on here. So I might try and use that this year because it's all ready to go. Bit of stamping here. A little piece of ephemera there, tucks up, and then it just tucks into that. So it's quite a thin to make, and it just could pop into a pocket or anything. So I must try and make use of that. I think this is just a pocket. Didn't really, it's not done anything with. Similar sort of thing, I think, to this one. It comes down, goes like that, and flips out. I think that one, I never quite finished decorating that one, and it just flips out and flips out. I thought by the time by the time I'd got this far, I thought I'm not sure actually whether I'm ever going to use it. It's a bit too complicated, really. That's what it came down to. But I had fun making it anyway. Another little card. I think this is just a journaling card. I've just sewn around it, and that's for just to tuck in a pocket if I want to use that. Similarly here, I just did a bit of faux stitching with a white pen. A corner pocket that I didn't use. And another journaling card. This is one of the Dreams Etc. Die cuts. And there's some room to journal on the back, and I've just sewn around it. Another corner, a couple of corner pockets by the looks of it. That's from the wallpaper. So I think that would need backing to give it a bit more strength. It's quite thick, but I'm not sure it's thick enough on its own. Similarly with this, I just cut a corner off. This is a big journaling card. That'd be quite handy. Nice to put in a belly band. And that's just got some writing space in the back and a little piece of fabric on the side. I really like that. Don't know why I didn't use it. I guess it just can't use everything you make, can you? Okay, and then this one is, I suppose, would be a belly band or a side tuck. And that's some paper from Shabby Dabby Doodah. That's from her kit. A little bit of fabric here and there. So yeah, that was just on book page. So I think I would use that probably as a side tuck. And a tag sewn around, ready to go. Little journaling card, just a single card, lined paper on the back. Oh, photograph, where'd that come from? Oh, another photograph. I think that's just a piece of ephemera from, I think that's from the Dreams Etc. kit. Bit of paper. Journaling card, ready to go, and one last journaling card. I mean, this could also be used as tuck. Sewed it down, tucked it in, but it would work as a journaling card because it's all backed. Is this backed? I think this is that way round. That's right. So that would work as a pocket or a journaling card, but I haven't done extra backing on it, so it would work either way. So that might be quite nice as a pocket. Yeah, so there we are. So that's the ephemera I've got to start me off, which I'm quite pleased actually. It didn't look much, but there's a few bits in there ready to use, so that's quite good. It's quite good to have a few bits to start you off. I have also I've started making some new bits and pieces off camera, because I think when I'm doing the Dee Farrago's, I think that's her name, Farrago, her Don't Freak Out Before Christmas, when I'm making them I actually have to watch her just so I can follow what she's doing, so I couldn't possibly do it myself on camera because I I'm not one of these people who can watch the video once and then reproduce what she said. I actually have to have her there and follow her through with all the measurements. It takes me ages to do. So there's no way I could do that on camera, but I can show you the results of what I've made when the time comes, which I will do. Possibly in the next video I'll show you how far I've got with her bits and pieces. So there we are, that's all my stuff ready to go for the new journal. I'll only be making one journal and it'll only be for my own use. Some of it I might do a journal with me, who knows, on camera if I've got enough photos to make a start before Christmas. But I will make it all, or I'll actually put the journal together on camera anyway. And if nothing else, you'll see a flip through at the end, whenever that should happen. So there we are. Hopefully you'll all be starting to think about your own Christmas journals or December days, if that's what you're into. That's not really my bag. Not this year anyway, unless I know I've got a really busy December coming up, but obviously December's going to be very quiet this year anyway, so there won't be anything to journal about as far as I can tell. Right, thank you for joining me, and do join me again soon. Bye bye.